You're gonna love it.
I love Mario games. That shouldn't be a surprise. I don't care how fucking old I am, I will always love these games. In fact, I want Mario Galaxy to be placed on my fucking grave when I die. That's how much I love these games. But Mario ain't nothing without his friends, alright? And a few of them have had their own spin-offs. And they're all cool and great, surprisingly. They all put new spins on the formulas of the main game. For example, Yoshi's Island takes the basic point A to point B formula of Mario and expands it by making the levels bigger and with more puzzles to solve, and secrets to find. You see, these work because you wouldn't be able to find all this stuff and solve all these puzzles as Mario. You can only solve them with Yoshi's specific moveset. Luigi's Mansion does a similar thing by taking the formula 3D Mario, with you finding collectibles in a large open sandbox, and expands the concept by limiting your mobility. It puts you in a cramped house filled with different rooms and puzzles and hallways that you can only solve using Luigi and his ability. You're still collecting things, but instead of being a wide open space, it's a cramped hallway or a open dining room for you to find something in or fight some ghost or some shit. I don't fucking know, dude. And then we get to the topic of this video, Wario Land. Now, this is an interesting one as the gameplay has kind of evolved with the series. It started a lot like Yoshi's Island, where you traveled through point A to point B levels while finding secrets by using Wario's abilities. But then the levels became more of 2D sandboxes, if that makes sense, where the goal was instead to get as much treasure as possible using Wario's unique foray of abilities. But then we get to Wario Land 4. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first played this game, I really didn't like it at all. Yeah, look, I know, I'm a fucking lunatic, but let me explain myself. When I first played Wario Land 4, there must have been something seriously fucked up with my GBA emulator, because the game would run like total shit, and the music was fucking destroyed, and I didn't have very much fun. But in 2021, I decided to give it another chance, and I tried it on a vastly superior emulator, and dear God, it was fucking amazing. This game combines the two formulas I talked about earlier in a fucking incredible way, by having these amazingly in-depth levels with tons of nooks and crannies to search, but also having a set beginning and end goal. But to explain how that works, I kinda have to explain more about the game itself. You see, so one day, while picking his nose, yes, I'm serious, and reading the newspaper, Wario reads about this fucking pyramid discovered in the jungle, right? And he decides to drive all the fucking way out there to loot it. Classic Wario. So, there are 4 different corridors to this pyramid, and each one has 5 rooms, 4 levels, and 1 boss. To progress to the next level, you need 4 gems, or 4 quarters of a gem, I guess, and one of these ghosts is called a teaser, and you gotta bring it all the way back to the beginning of the level. But Sully, I hear you say, when Wario entered the level, the portal closed. And that's when I get to talk about the fucking genius that this game is. Now you see this thing right here? This is a frog switch. It'll reopen the portal for you, but also has a fucking bomb in it that will blow this shit up like Krakatoa. So, once you press this switch, you best know the fucking way back, because you gotta book it while the entire level crumbles around you. Is this fucking panic-inducing? Yes! But god damn, the adrenaline rush I get when Wario says, "Hurry up!" is amazing. It makes the feeling of making it back to the portal so satisfying. So what exactly makes this all click for me? Well, it's Wario. I fucking love this character and everything he can do. Wario is such a goofy, bombastic character, and I adore him. And I love his moveset in this game. You've got your usuals like the shoulder bash, ground pound, being able to throw shit. But now you've got this super amazing ram move, where you build up speed and can blast through blocks and shit. This move also complements the hurry up sequences a whole bunch. But that's not all. Something I didn't mention about Wario Land is that in replacement of power-ups, you can interact with certain enemies and level hazards to solve puzzles, like being set on fire to break certain blocks, being trapped in a bubble to fight a water current or whatever. It's great stuff, I tell you. And to top it all off, some fucking top-notch level designs, great sprite work, especially for the GBA, and some fucking bopping music. We've got an amazing game here. But let's not get overzealous. We still haven't talked about the bosses yet. And guess what? Surprise, surprise, they're fucking great. They all require using Wario's moves to their full potential, and some actually take a good amount of thought to figure out how to beat. The teddy bear boss was pretty annoying because my emulator kept calling out the sprite, making it impossible for me to see it. But other than that, there were no emulation issues. So once you beat every level, open every door, get every gem, and beat every boss, you finally reach the golden passage, where there is an entire level that's a hurry-up sequence. It keeps you on your toes as you speed through this level and use every single one of your abilities to get through. It's like this gauntlet. It's fucking incredible. And once you beat that, you can finally face the Golden Diva. This fight is incredible, if a bit easy. It requires using all of the methods of attack for the previous bosses and really tests the skill of the player. So, Wario beats the Golden Diva, realizes that a little black kitten that's been following him around for some reason is actually the princess of the land surrounding the pyramid. She fucking ascends to heaven or some shit, and Wario's all like, what the fuck did I just see, bro? And drives all the way back home, now rich as fuck. I like to think that this leads into the events of Wario World, but honestly, the Wario series is so nonsensical, I have no clue. So, that's Wario Land 4, I guess. It's a fucking incredible game that I almost missed out on, and I'm super glad I went back to it. Personally, I still prefer Shake It, but 4 is an easy second, and probably the objective best game in the series. I mean, do you know that someone wrote a fucking book on this game? I'm not shitting you. There's a whole ass fucking book talking about how genius this game is. And I will fucking read it, probably. I don't know, maybe if enough people want me to, I'll read the whole fucking book about Wario Land 4. Anyway, what was I talking about? I don't remember. See you later, folks. Video's over.
Super duper 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 Wario!